What's up, guys? So today I'm going to be testing the Adidas Adizero Pro shoes. I'm excited. Haven't run in an Adidas shoe in a long time, so I can't wait to try these out. Adidas's answer to the Nike Vaporfly. So let's go ahead and do this. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Run with Jay channel. So I just got done testing the Adidas Adizero Pro running shoes. So Adidas's answer to the Nike Vaporflies. So I was really excited when I finally got the shoe to test because, you know, I wanted to, it's had a lot of hype and I wanted to see how it compared to the Vaporfly. And also, it really surprised me with the way it performed. So we're going to talk about all of that as well as the specs and the pros and cons in this video. So if you guys are new to this channel, welcome. Please feel free to hit that like and subscribe button as well as the bell for notifications. And let's get started. So the Adidas Adizero Pro running shoe was released around May 15th officially, and it cost $180, which is a lot less than the Nike Alpha Fly going at $275 and the Nike Vaporfly going at $250. So this is Adidas's answer to the carbon plate running shoes that Nike has, introduced, which has caused a lot of hype. And this shoe has gotten a lot of hype before it was officially released because, it's Adidas's answer to those shoes. And I'm happy to say that this shoe is really nice and it lives up to the hype, but I don't think it's still at the level of Nike yet, and we'll talk about that later. So let's go ahead and take a look at the specs. So this shoe was designed by legendary Japanese artist Omori-san, who's been with Adidas for over 20 years as a collaborator, and you can definitely see the difference when the shoe is created by a designer. It just looks good, and this shoe is no exception. It looks beautiful and is very Japanese-esque in terms of the way it looks, similar to some Japanese brands like Mizuno. It's a very beautiful looking shoe because, it's obviously created by a designer. And, Nike does have designers as well for its shoes. However, most of it is focused on lifestyle brands, and usually their running shoes are mostly focused on performance. So this shoe weighs at about 8.4 ounces, and it's got a 9.5 millimeter heel drop with a 21.5 heel and a 12 millimeter forefoot. So this shoe is made up of about 5 important components. You got the cellular mesh upper on top, which includes an internal grid system that gives you lightweight support and fit while running at speeds. And it also includes a light strike foam, which is a technology that's super light cushioning for explosive movements and the next level comfort. And it's also perfect balance between light and responsive, similar to the Nike React foam. And also it's combined with another Boost foam, which is, very popular, and a lot of people are familiar with that. And Adidas uses the Boost foam on a lot of their shoes. So it's got that 1-2 punch of the light strike foam as well as the Boost foam. And then on the bottom, it includes the Continental rubber that's used for the outsole, which is the tire company. And it includes black studs on the bottom as well as another piece on the outer outsole as well. So this is very grippy and had no problem, keeping traction. And we can't forget the last important piece, which is the carbon fiber plate in the middle of the shoe. The Adidas calls it Carbitex. So by multiplying the explosiveness of each step, the carbon plate launches runners to their fastest race ever. So similar to the Nike's Alphafly and Vaporfly carbon fiber, it's got one inside mesh somewhere in there as well. So let's take a look at the shoe and see how it compares to the other competitors. So we have the Vaporfly next coming in at $250. That's about 8 millimeter heel drop at 6.4 ounces for size 9 with the 40 heel and 32 forefoot. And that has ZoomX foam with a carbon fiber plate and vapor weave top. And then you have the Alphaflies that are coming in at $275 price range with a 7.4 ounce size 9 with a 4 millimeter offset, and that also has ZoomX foam with dual air zoom units as well as the carbon fiber plate and the atom knit material for the upper. And then you have the Saucony Endorphin Pro, which comes in at $200 with 7.5 ounce weight for a size 9, and then that has a 33 millimeter heel and 25 millimeter forefoot for 8 millimeter offset as well. And that has the PWR Run PV foam that works with the carbon fiber plate and the Speedroll geometrics to create that propulsive ride that's unique to Saucony. So this shoe kind of gets stuck in the middle between all of these. It's not, the best as well. It's not terrible either. Looks like all the other shoes have more features in them. This shoe has the carbon fiber plate, the light strike, and the Boost. However, it does weigh the most out of all of these shoes, so that could be a factor as well. So initial impressions of this shoe, I like the design of the shoe. This colorway is the core black coral color version. I know there's another red one that's available, and I think they're coming out with another black one. The lacing system seems pretty standard. The mesh seems pretty interesting. You can almost see through the inside of the shoe because of all of the perforations and holes. However, the shoe wasn't narrow for me. The toe box felt good. It did feel a little bit flat when I put my foot in. However, the back has also got some soft padding around the sides as well. So the shoe was pretty comfortable to run in. And then you also got the padding on the tongue. It's got that neoprene material that kind of reminds me of the Pegasus Turbo 2s. It feels very similar to it in the way that it runs as well. So overall, the design of the shoe is very nice. I really like the Continental tire rubber on the bottom. It's very grippy. I didn't have any issues with slipping. I ran in the weather where it's a little bit wet on the floor yesterday, so it felt really good. So overall, I like the shoe design. It's very nice, very like Japanese-esque kind of shoe design you see in Japanese brands that I talked about earlier, like Mizuno. So yeah, overall the shoe is designed very well. So initial run with the shoe, it felt pretty good. Getting into the shoe was a little bit tough since the tongue is attached to the outside of the shoe. You had to really get your foot in there and then fix the tongue. Kind of really reminds me of a Pegasus Turbo 2 with a carbon fiber plate in it. The laces are super long, so you might have to use the extra holes that they gave you on the top to lace them. I had some issues with the shoe coming loose a couple times while running, so you have to tighten the shoe up really tight in order for it to stay there. And also the neoprene tongue on the top, which is also similar to the Pegasus Turbo 2. When you lace them too tight, you might feel some pressure and pain up there for some people. Otherwise the upper feels very breathable. I didn't have any issues with hot spots. The top of the foot, there's plenty of room. The shoe isn't too narrow per se. This is definitely one of the shoes. I would say the Vaporfly 4% is a lot narrower than this. So this is for medium-sized feet. It fits perfectly fine. The Light Strike and Boost foam was good. It didn't get, compared to the Vaporfly Next, it didn't have that much bounce compared to that, but it's still, I could feel some support and a return with the foam. So overall, this shoe is great for the price. It's $180, so it's a lot cheaper, than the Vaporfly, the Nike models. It's good. It's definitely, made some improvements. But I feel like it's still got a little bit more to go in terms of catching up to Nike's shoes. It's great for a distance running shoe if you want to use it for like speed work, and that'll be perfect for that. It's also good for weather running, so if you're running in rain, the rubber on the bottom is used for tires, so you won't have any problems slipping or any issues. So yeah, if this is a great shoe if you want to add it to your collection for like a long distance kind of tempo or long distance quick run, this shoe would be definitely good for that. You could definitely use it for races as well. Personally, I don't think I would use this. I would probably choose the Vaporfly or the Alphafly over this. But this is definitely a great shoe at a great price for people who are looking for something that can give them distance running, but also give them speed as well. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully this video answers some of your questions regarding the Adidas Adizero Pro. Had a fun time testing the shoe, and this is definitely a good shoe that I could keep for fast-paced, longer distance running. You could also do tempo runs, any quicker runs on it. So, if you guys have any comments, feedback, or questions, please feel free to leave them down below. I hope you guys are staying safe out there and still training hard, and I'll see you guys on the next run.